McDonald here, and I want to thank you for joining us for another episode of Flat Rate World Live. And look who we managed to find. How you doing, Kenneth Evans?
I am fine. I would make it a challenge for somebody to guess where I am because I don't even know where I am. And I say that in a specific sense because I'm actually sitting in the Blue Iguana Cantina on the Carnival Sunrise. And I'll show you my view.
Oh, come on, don't be mean. Oh,
I got to be mean.
look at
So
that.
that's what I'm looking at instead of the camera.
Wow.
But we are on a day at sea, so I don't know exactly where in the middle of the Atlantic the ship is, but we'll be back on shore tomorrow, sad to say.
Yeah, I said yesterday when I was accepting our award from the MPSA that I had the cruise look, but you had one better. You actually had the cruise.
Yes.
Oh, well, one day we'll reverse course. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. We decided that today we are going to actually celebrate some excellence in the channel. And yesterday afternoon, we actually had the Managed Print Service Association's awards ceremony, and we honored 7 recipients for excellence in the channel in different categories. And Ken, we're truly blessed to be in an industry where no matter what's happening, if it's a pandemic or anything else, that people are stepping up and they're doing what they can to excel in the industry and also to help everyone else that, is in our channel, right? We really are blessed.
Yeah, it's an interesting business that we're in because there are so many people that are so generous with their time and their energy. And they do things not just because they make money in the process of doing it. I mean, we all have to generate revenue, but they do things because they're generally focused on helping others succeed.
Yeah, I thought it was great, and maybe I'll wait to sort of sing his praises, a little bit later when we actually bring up his picture to celebrate the award. But Kevin DeYoung, right? He's one of those passionate people that when you look on his LinkedIn profile or on his website, that the language that he uses, and it's true language, is that he's there to help people, right? That he's there to help them in their lives as well as in their businesses, and that is something I think for our channel. I don't know. I don't work in a lot of other channels, but I think if it's not unique, at least it's refreshing, right? Hey, so let's start off. I'm just going to say to everyone, leave your comments and questions if you happen to tune in to see us today. And as Ken likes to do, and he's already shared, make sure you tell us which part of the world you're watching from, because that's one thing I love about these live streams, Ken. We have people from all over the world all the time that are tuned in and watching. So if you're from Canada, from the U.S., on a cruise ship in the middle of nowhere, let us know where you're from.
I was going to ask, do you have a little pin on the map for my cruise ship?
I'll get one on there for you. All right, so let's get started. So the MPSA Leadership Awards 2021. And I'm going to pull a picture up now here with both of us, or maybe I am. Let's see here. Share screen. There it is. Look at those two guys. So I'm really thrilled about this, actually, and I want to shout it from the rooftops, right? That Ken, you've been an absolute pleasure to work with and collaborate with. And this is a fairly new award category that came out just a few years ago. And we thought it was important because there's so many organizations that obviously have their own things that they do. And then they come together once in a while for, these different collaborative efforts to help the industry, right? And the work that you and I have done together, other than being an absolute treat, it's nice to be recognized for, the partnership that we've done together and the work that we do together to raise the flat rate initiative in the marketplace, right?
Yeah, I would say this too, that I've really enjoyed working with you. We have a kind of a unique synergy in that your focus is more on the sales side. I come from the service background, but we both, again, we do a lot of what we do without any remuneration. We're just doing what we can to try to help individuals in the channel start to rethink their business a little bit. You and I'll both be at the BTA Awards, and we'll have some opportunities there. I've got a panel discussion with some dealers that have recognized the value of adding to their portfolio of services. And, that's a piece of what's going to help dealers succeed going forward. And I'm not making any money from talking about those things, but they're just things that are important for dealers to think about.
I agree, and love what you do, and the money will follow, right? And again, I think that's what's so unique about so many of the people in the Managed Print Service Association, and certainly for the winners that we're going to be highlighting today for for their awards, right? So Ken, thanks for everything that you do for the channel and for the Managed Print Service Association, and the the work that we do together. I'll give you a round of applause.
Well, I'll return it for you.
Well, thank you, sir. So enough about us. Let's move on to some of the other award winners. It's fun. The best MPS support by an OEM. It was great yesterday to see David accept the award, and what they're doing with Blue Mega, which is actually a European organization, with their KPAX offering to to help the industry at large, right? So really great to see that, David. And I know I made a mistake on his badge. Hopefully, I didn't do it with anybody else, but it should be correct now, David. It is for the best MPS support by an OEM. So a big congratulations to you, sir, and to your organization for working together. And I know that's an initiative through ACDI as well. All right, my friends at Tiger Paw Software. It was really exciting to have Joel Vaslow. I know him very well. I've worked for him for a number of years now on initiatives at Tiger Paw, and really great to see them winning this Best MPS Software Provider Award. And I can tell you that you haven't seen anything yet. The stuff that they're working on for their next major release is going to make some waves in the Office Equipment channel for sure. But a real pleasure to see Joel. For anyone that knows Joel, his operational excellence and attention to detail is second to none. But I'd say more importantly, the amount of care and attention that he gives to his people, including me, is absolutely off the charts. So well earned. And Ken, do you know how many years running now they've received that award?
I do not know. I do know I'm looking forward to seeing what this next release contains. I've had the chance to visit with them a little bit about it, the metrics and some of the things that from a service perspective are important. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what capabilities they've added to the software. How many years?
I can tell you 4 years running. So congratulations to Joel and the whole team at Tiger Paw Software. Of course, James Foxall, who's founded the company and runs the ship and, makes everything possible at Tiger Paw. So to the entire team over there, congratulations. Trevor Moses is doing a lot of stuff on the development side to kind of get to that release. So again, I can't give too many details, but I can say get excited because I've had the opportunity to see things that some people haven't. So congratulations to Tiger Paw Software. All right. And for the next award, this is one of those guys that in the industry is an absolute legend. And Kevin DeYoung actually was the first president for the Managed Print Service Association, for those that don't know. And it's amazing on 2 fronts, because one, obviously he kind of started our organization. But secondly, he stayed so involved throughout the years, making sure that the ship stayed steady on its course. An absolute true gentleman. And he won the award for Best Independent MPS Provider this year for his submission. And for everyone watching that doesn't know this, the way that the Managed Print Service Association does these awards is there's a submission process that everyone has to go through. And then those submissions are judged by other people at the Managed Print Service Association, not competitors. So we make sure that there's no, competitors in each category to kind of ruffle the feathers. So earning this really does take quite a bit of work, and not everybody can win. So there are people that put submissions in every year, including myself. I've put submissions in past years and didn't win anything. And it's just really neat to see people do that. And we really appreciate those that, that do that. So Kevin DeYoung, if you're watching this sometime afterwards, I know you couldn't get in this morning because you're busy, but congratulations. All right. And our next award for Great America Financial Services. And it was really neat to have Lindsay Bohan on yesterday. I haven't spoken with her in quite a long time. And to be able to help them celebrate Best Professional Services Provider. And Ken, it's funny when you look at a company like Great America Financial Services, the first thing people jump to is lease rates, right? Finance rates. And they are so much more. And one of the things they stated yesterday, and because it relates directly to flat rate, was that Great America was one of the first organizations, first finance companies to actually have a look at the model and build things specific to the flat rate model. And that was a number of years ago. I can remember traveling down to see them, to talk through it with them. And yeah, they did it. So they've always been very progressive. They've always been doing more to help their customers than anyone else really knows. So congratulations to everyone at Great America, Financial Services for winning that award. Right? I'm not sure how much work you've got to do with them directly, Ken, but they're amazing.
Well, it's funny. When I had my dealership, I was not somebody that did any leasing with Great America, but I go back to their involvement in the seat-based billing road shows. I was at several of those shows, and to see their support and their innovative programs where they were really focused on trying to help. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I had to giggle at the note on the screen. Wes did that on purpose to disrupt me. But they have been a company that has been very innovative in trying to help create programs, financial instruments that work for the managed print space. And, for the flat rate space as well, they have tools that let dealers combine services to bundle offerings. And the end result is that you have a product you can use that makes you stand unique among your competitors. So I'm a huge fan of Great America and all the things they've done for us.
Yes, and congrats again on the award, guys. And good to see you, OJ. And that's hilarious. Lots of ship references today. I don't know if you saw the mug that I'm drinking out of today, OJ, but it's pretty appropriate because that's where Ken is today, on the Love Boat, somewhere down in some part of the world, a more beautiful place than we are. But great to see you, OJ. And let me see which screen I'm on so I can. I'm really not a great live streamer this morning, but oh well. All right. And for the next award that I'd like to give some celebration for, and it's great. This company actually, Supplies Network, won 2 award categories this year. And we'll get to that. The first one was the best MPS infrastructure provider. And then the second one was for best MPS Innovation Award. And Ken, as I said earlier, it takes a lot of work to put these submissions together, and not everyone can win. But Supplies Network had 2 absolutely stellar submissions. And I did judge in one of those categories, and their attention to detail and the work that they do is just like, what they do for their customers, right? They take it seriously, and they make sure that when they're doing a submission, that it is one of the most detailed that you'll ever read. They're just a phenomenal organization. And I've got a special little surprise, actually. Sorry, Ken, I'll let you speak, and then I'll bring in my special surprise.
Okay, again, I was going to say, because during our time in the seat-based billing road show that you put on, that I attended, and in my writing about the space, their name comes up often as a great provider for, especially when you need services that go beyond your local area, which, it's easy to take care of supplies fulfillment when you're talking about it, down the street. But when you have customers that are, in other states, it then becomes much more challenging, and they're a great partner to help in that.
They are very progressive. I've had the pleasure of working with so many folks from Supplies Network over the year. And again, just very progressive, willing to take chances and, push the industry forward, right? So, Ken, are you ready for my special surprise?
I am ready.
All right. Well, today I would like to welcome a guest. And Sarah Custer, how are you?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me on 2 days in a row, Wes.
I know. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me see if I can get rid of this banner that's covering my head. As much as it looks like a great hat, but yeah, really good to see you for the second day in a row. And congratulations to Supplies Network again for taking 2 awards in 2021. That's really spectacular.
Thank you. We're definitely, really proud. And I think it's just a reflection of the great work of the entire team here at Supplies Network. So super excited.
Absolutely. And hey, you've also been a long-term member of the Managed Print Service Association, and I really appreciate that. And I want to send a message out to everyone that's watching this, that if you're not a member, you get to work with excellent people like Sarah and some less excellent people like me and Ken. and tons of others on initiatives and things to drive this industry forward. So, yeah, so thank you so much. And if you get a chance, make sure you reach out to the entire team for us, Sarah, and congratulate them as well.
I will for sure. Thanks so much.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Well, how was
Thanks
that,
for
Ken,
joining
for a
us.
nice surprise?
Very nice.
Yeah, she's truly one of the best. And yesterday, I won't go through the Brussels sprout cook-off again, but I guess I just did. We actually went down one year for a trip, and we had this crazy idea to do a Brussels sprout cook-off, and she hosted us, and we had 4 different types, and it was an amazing experience. So again, just one of those organizations that cares much more about people than just their offerings and everything else. So hats off on 2 awards this year. All right. Well, that's all I got for today, Ken. So it is going to be a short episode. I'm going to get rid of this screen here thing for a second because I told you I've got a special obligation, which I'm going to be taking the rest of the day for. Hopefully my wife's not watching this live stream right now because she doesn't know that I'm going to take the rest of the day off and go give her the day off so she can actually enjoy her birthday. So Leslie, if you're watching this, sorry if I broke your surprise, but I will see you soon.
You should have broken her computer so she couldn't watch, or her phone or whatever she's using. And you could do like I did and take her phone for a swim and see if it works.
Yeah.
Mine
right.
went snorkeling with me yesterday. It's not working so well right now. We'll see. But you forgot I won't say the most important piece of our concluding part.
All right. Yeah. Hold on, Ken.
So
let me get
we
there.
have to tell everybody how they can get, So we give away free access to the 10-day challenge. Now, this is all West's idea because I was planning on all of that money coming in to fund future travel. And Wes is like, well, why don't we do something nice instead? And I thought, well, I like travel. That's nice for me. And Wes said, no, what we'll do is if you join the MPSA, we'll give you free access to the lifetime access to the recordings of the 10-day challenge we did earlier this spring. There's a lot of great content in there. And I would say that, first of all, joining the MPSA is well worth doing. I have somebody joining me. That's okay. That's what happens when you do live streams from a public place.
That's great.
But anyway, so if you join MPSA, you get the $239 value for lifetime access to the 10-day challenge. And the result is that you wind up paying $11 for a year's access to the MPSA. So it is so worth doing, and it is such a great organization. So we highly encourage everybody to join MPSA, take advantage of the free access to the recordings, even though I may have trouble funding my next cruises.
Yes, agreed.
Oh, wait,
and
I already have 5 on the books.
Yeah, I know. I don't feel sorry for him, guys. He's doing all right. But so if you're not an MPSA member, you can see the award recipients. You can see the live stream that we did for the awards ceremony yesterday. Become a part of this great organization and maybe submit for your own award application next year. So until next time, Ken, I want you to enjoy the rest of your cruise. Sarah Custer, thank you once again for joining us live today. And everyone, enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, thanks for being with us today. We'll see you guys next week. I'll be on another ship in another spot of the ocean, but we'll see you then anyway. All right, bye.
Cheers, everybody.